This is a tutorial on how to add cover for your custom vehicle in a vehicle cover mode. Uh, so you need a unbinarized model of your vehicle. I'll use one available to me. Usually vehicles don't come in one Petri. There are lots of them, so we need a whole vehicle with all doors and stuff to create a cover because we're using a clothing simulation. So I'll show it here. We need to extract all proxies. We're doing that by selecting proxies that we need, like this, and also this one, and this one, and this one. So then we press extract proxy. All proxies are extracted. They are now inside the Petri itself. As you can see, like a lot of faces, a lot of points. Let's check that I have everything I need. Yes, I think I do. So I save it as a new Petri. In this tutorial, I'm gonna use Arma Toolbox for Blender, but you can do it however you want. You can export it to FBX, whatever you want. Use any software you want. I'm showing how I do it in Blender. So after I did a model with all extracted proxies, I just import it in Blender. Actually, it's a good idea to delete all lots right here. So I don't need to import it, then delete them. Just unnecessary work. We just need the first visual load. So save. Also close this. Now I just import. Import complete. We need to delete proxy triangles because we don't need them. Select points, Ctrl L to select all attached points, and delete vertices. So it's cleared, right? Yes, it's cleared. Now we create a add collision. It's important to disable single-sided for the vehicle itself, otherwise you get weird collisions. We create a plane for the floor. Also add collision. You can uncheck it, but for simple plane it's not that important. We also can select color random, so we can differentiate between them better. Now to the net itself. We create a plane and scale it. I would say it's meters, I guess. You can input however you want, like you need X and Y. So like this. I already know that for this vehicle I need 6.5 and 4.5. So it looks like this. Also, I'm moving it by X to by Y to 0.5. So this is our net plane. Obviously, for smaller vehicles, it's smaller. For bigger, the bigger. You just play around with numbers. I will show you when we get to simulation how you understand if it's too small or too big. We can also shade smooth. Then we subdivide, 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 and subdivide again until we get to 4K faces. We don't need more because it's too much for simulation. It's more simulation time and worse simulation, I would say. They're cramping and doing stuff you don't want. So for the plane itself, we add collision and glove. Scroll down, disable single-sided. This is important for the net itself. Also important in collisions, we enable self-collisions. For the actual simulation inputs, you can play around with it for a lot of time for a result you want. I'm just starting with a Cotton preset and then going from there. So now we should be ready to simulate. Also, you see this ugly edges. We can add a subdiv. Now, much smoother. It is important to subdiv after collision and glove modifiers, because if you do it before, it will subdiv, then add simulation, and it's gonna be bad. Don't do it like that way. As I said, you can play around a lot with the size of plane. Or for example, if I do it less, like 2 to 3, and go back and play again, you see that it's too small. It doesn't cover anything. So I click 4.5, 6.5. It's good enough. There is edges that spread out very far from a vehicle, which is not good. I personally don't like it. So I'm gonna show how I tag them underneath the vehicle. So we need to be on the first frame, and we take our floor plane, move it down a bit. In transform, we press this dot. It becomes a rectangle, and on about frame 50, we lift it and press it again. So now our plane is animating with the simulation at the same frame time. So now we can see. Actually, I think we need to move it a bit lower and try now. It's better, but I think we need to play with simulation a bit. We can add more weight for vertex and less viscosity, so the plane falls faster, and moving plane from underneath catches it and attacks under the vehicle. Something like this. Not the best example, but you get the idea. And as I said, you can play around with a lot of time until you get the result that you really like. So after you did that, we go to modifiers, apply all of them, even subdivision. As you can see, I also set origin, but it's not important. This is now applied shape from a simulation. But as you can see, it's too much faces right now. We don't need 16K faces because we applied subdivision after simulation to make edges smoother. But after we applied it, we already have smooth edges, so we can decimate a bit. For that we use decimate, unsubdiv, and 1. This is gonna be our first load, visual load. So the next steps are like any other model you import in DAISY, in P3D, Object Builder, you name it. Copy paste a bit and change decimate for different levels of details. I'm not gonna go all the way here. Actually, I'll show it in OB so you have better understanding. So after you made the model, again, you don't have to use Blender. You can import ETSF-BAX, then open ETSF-BAX in Object Builder, however you want. I just showed you how to make a simulation. You can use different software for it if you want. Whatever. So because this vehicle has a tent as a detachable attachment, I made two models with tent and without tent. So our camionette don't look weird when vehicle doesn't have a tent on it. So as this model, actually no, model with tent, so you can see that it looks pretty similar to what we have here. Now it's important to have geometry with after center 0. No, as always, if you imported models, you know how to do it. For the selections, I go with one selection called gamma. I would suggest you make it 2 because I'll update later and add different types of material, like different colors for cabinets and tarp, stuff like that. So I can, so your model will be automatically handled by scripts and config. For the material, for the texture and material, you just input it here as always. You can find the exact paths to vanilla materials in config of mod here, yeah. And yep, after that your model is done. Yes, your model is done. So you just drop it wherever you want. You can repack vehicle cover and drop it here. You can add your own PBO. That depends on vehicle cover, however you want. Then you just in config, there is a base, vehicle cover base. You just add a new class. In my case, it's two classes because one tent and one without tent. So I call it vehicle cover. How do they call models? I call them Ural 4320. So vehicle cover Ural 4320, vehicle cover Ural 4320, and second model Ural 4320 tent. So I'm done. That's really all you need to do to add your custom Camanette shape to vehicle cover. Let me close this. So after I did this, I just pack my my mod. Yes, it's good. I need to binarize it in this case because I'm just showing binary takes time. So I packed it. And I just go to my server, drop it here, and start it. Actually, I did it too fast. I don't think I should have done it. You need to fill in JSON for your vehicle. So we just copy one of vanilla ones that are automatically created. Then I need to get class name of a vehicle. Sorry for searching for it. I should have written it down before starting video. This is yes, as you can see, it can be color based. It checks for is inherited, not is kind of. So you can have only one entry for different colors. Now, Camanette class name. As you remember, we have it here. For the vehicles that changes shape with attachments, it's got to be the one that doesn't have any attachments. So for the default shape, we use without tent. So we add it here. Now, for most vehicles, you're done. That's all you need to input. But as this one uses tent with a different shape, we need also to add a slot in which this attachment goes and class name of the second shape object. So we add class name of the second shaped object and we need a name. Again, I'm sorry that I didn't look up it beforehand. Here you are. This one. So now we just save JSON and also I'm gonna disable block attachments so I can take off and attach back tent. This is the one we did Camanette for and Camanette. Yeah. Now just cover. And it seems like, oh yeah, I'm sorry about it. I used the wrong name. You should put a name here, not a class name like I did. You see, I actually should have done this. So yep, now I fixed it. So I start again. So here's a vehicle that I made the shape for. Now I just spawn Camanette. And cover vehicle. As you can see, it covered with the tent. So The default one in JSON was without tent, because it automatically checked that the tent is in slot and used this one. We can take the tent and it will change again. You can put it back and it changes again. Same with everything. You can just drop it off, take the cover off, and put it back on, and without. So that's how you add your cover for the vehicle cover mode.